Watcher lads, welcome back to part 3 of the old Austin build. Firstly, I'd like to say a big thank you to all the new subscribers. Well done lads. And if you haven't subscribed, maybe you should think about doing it now. Hit the old bell and then you won't miss any of this because it's just about to start getting good. Anyway, let's get on with it. Just looking at this leaf spring, I noticed this date on it. November 1935. So that makes this 86 years old, exactly. When I cut these springs down, I considered that I would use the long half, but it's actually turned out that I'd use the short half. The short half had no holes in, so I asked Paul.
And we're going to go through with a 10.2 drill, just to give us a little.
So I've decided I don't like this bit hanging out the side here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a pie slice here, top and bottom, and then just ease it over so the chassis follows the leaf spring and it'll look a lot tidier. That looks better. Well, there you go, that's raised the spring up by about 25mm. Well, that seems to be about the height. I think I need to put some weight on it and see where it sits then. My usual guide for lowering cars at the lowest point is a can of Coke. Now, at the moment, that's our lowest point, and I think we're going to crush it. I'm going to load it up with the engine and the gearbox and 2 people and see what it looks like. Right, first of all, the engine, which you can see is really light. Oh, did it bend it? The gearbox? Put the gearbox there. Right, you getting on? Don't bend it too much. Yeah, I think that's too low. But there you go, that's probably a bit too low. This isn't really bolted on, and every time it goes up and down, the old pinion's going up and down. Nah, I'm going with it.
Sharpened up the knives and we're heading for the wood. Got a feeling that tonight gonna get me something good. And me and the boys are getting hungry for blood, so my advice is stay at home in your cabin.
I want to get welded all the way around on the inside and then weld this on after.
There's a bar at the woods at the outskirts of town where all the young fuckers like to gather around, cause that's the place where old Dr. John was shot down. They think it's so cool to hang out there, but they ain't so cool when they're stuck all alone, cause the car won't start and they gotta walk home. And you stick to the road, it's a 20-mile roam or a 3 mile through the woods if you dare. Walking back to town cause your car won't drive, better start running if you wanna survive, cause me and the boys are gonna skin.
So I got a new welding helmet for my birthday. Couldn't see bugger all out of the other one, but this is perfect. Thanks, Saz. Well, that's them tapped up, and that's holding the back axle nice and solid in place. Next job is the bottom link, and what I'm thinking is doing a triangulated setup. Is to have a single point at the middle, triangulated, template time. Right, so here they are. I pre-drilled the holes on these because I ran out of cutting disc yesterday and had nothing to do, so they're probably going to be wrong. Tasty. Well, there's the first bracket, and only one hole is out, but it's not out by very much. Now this one I pinch over and weld onto there, and now I've got to bend this one down to here. Bollocks. Done it too late. Right, I'm going to try and bend it over again. There you go. So I'm going to pull that across there and tack that onto there, and that'll be a good solid mount. Right, I'll whip that off and trim it up. It's looking good. There you go, it's screaming for a hole or two to be drilled in there, so we're going to have some of that. Holy! So there you go. That looks way better, doesn't it? So all the bolts are good now. I welded this one back up again and re-drilled it. So this is a bit of 3mm channel, and it came off the Austin somewhere. It's pretty strong and it's got a nice curve on the top. You might recognise this bit. It's the last bit of the wing support I used on the front. There's two of them. This is a spring mount I cut off the frame. And this is one of the shackles which was hanging off the back. And finally, this is the other half of the rear leaf spring, and I'll be using all these bits to make the lower link. But if you want to see me finish that, you're going to have to tune in next week. And you don't want to forget to do that, do you? So, if you haven't subscribed, hit the old subscribe button down there and hit the bell, and we'll be all good with that. And you'll see me next week, and I'm going to finish off the lower link. I'm going to do some chassis work, and I'll tell you, you're going to like this. And then we'll be putting the engine in, and you don't want to miss that, do you? Anyway, I'll see you next week. Hang loose. So we're going to have to go higher, which is a cunt. Especially because this bloke I know has got this massive igloo in his eye.
I thought you were going to say you had a big cock.
Yeah, I thought the same, to be honest.